We're on the hunt for the worst food at Disney World, and today that journey begins here at the Kingdom of Magic. This might be the worst park for food, with multiple restaurants here having brutal one-star reviews. From food being described as rubber sludge to insects in food, and even multiple reports of mold and food poisoning. Today, we're putting those reviews to the test. Which food item will earn a spot in our Worst Food at Disney tournament? Let's find out.
Our first stop is Cosmic Rays, and believe it or not, this is going to be the highest rated restaurant we eat at today. This is going to be fun. I don't know how, but this has a 4 out of 5 on Google, which is pretty respectable. I'm not really sure how everything else is going to have a lower Google rating than this, but we'll let the reviews speak for themselves. So what we did was we went on Google and we looked at all the reviews for all the quick service restaurants here, and we found the food that most often shows up in the 1-star reviews for each place, and we're going to eat all of those food items. So without further ado, our friend Daniel said,
"If you're after good food, then this is not the place to go. Burgers taste like rubber sludge. Would almost consider them more likely to be brought back up. The service, however, was fast using the mobile app, but this could be down to the food just being slapped up and reheated. Wouldn't trust it with any white meat if that's how they do the red. Atmosphere was okay. The animatronic entertainer was good for a laugh."
I'm not sure what rubber sludge tastes like, but we have eaten burgers here maybe like 2 or something years ago, and I don't remember it being much better than that. Our friend Eve said,
I'm sorry, but this place is gross. I got the truffle burger while the rest of my party just got the cheeseburger. All of them were nasty. Only thing good was the fries. They have this sort of artificial grill taste, maybe like liquid smoke. Either way, avoid. The little animatronic downstairs is neat though.
So another shout out to the animatronic, and another complaint about the taste of the burger being charred and artificial taste. So it's probably like a liquid smoke situation, either with the bacon or the char in the actual burger. So we'll make sure we test that out. Our friend Katie said,
Disney should be ashamed. This place is awful, and trust me, my expectations were very low. My show would have been tastier than the burger. The bread was stale, the bacon was burned. I think they cooked the fries last Thursday. The condiment bar was filthy, as was the restaurant. Just awful. Do yourself a favor and eat anything or anywhere but here.
Gives us one more thing to check on. We want to check on the cleanliness, because I know that this is one of the busiest restaurants at all of Disney World. It's obvious that the food quality is called into question, but is it actually going to be dirty when we go inside? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to order the bacon cheeseburger, and we're going to test if the bun tastes stale, if the sauce is gross, if the burger tastes like charred burn-up remains or rubber sludge, and then we are also going to check the cleanliness of the restaurant, which we'll do first after we place the mobile order. Let's go. It is pretty cool. So the review from Katie said that the condiment bar was dirty and that the restaurant overall was dirty. So let's check out this condiment bar. It does seem like the condiment bar is very clean, well stocked. Everything looks good. There's a lot of workers walking around cleaning everything, and for being really busy, the restaurant seems pretty clean. So the restaurant's not dirty. So I definitely would recommend the mobile order. The line looks like it's gonna take about a half an hour. The mobile order only took about 5 minutes. So we're ready. Pick up order 6, let's find out. All right, let's go try to find a place to sit. This place is jam-packed. All right. I want to start with the fries, because a lot of the reviews said that the fries were cold. Now, I'm not personally a fan of these like McDonald's shoestring fries. They do tend to get cold pretty quick, so I figured we'd do that first. They are room temperature. They're not hot, and we've literally just walked from over there to here. They don't taste old though. They are crunchy, they're not floppy. So overall, it's like an okay French fry, right? I'm a little bit more nervous about this burger. Now, this is not usually a spot me and Natalie come to eat. We've been down here in Orlando for about 3 years, and I think we've eaten at Cosmic Rays less than once per year. I think the last time I had a burger from here was probably 2.5 years ago. The review said that the burger tastes like rubber sludge and that we have stale burger buns. So let's just start with the bun. It tastes like it came straight out of like the wrapper. It's not warmed, which is something you would hope. It does also feels like the burger's not hot. Like this just feels room temperature, which is not preferable, but there is like char marks on there. So let's see if we're getting rubber sludge. It actually doesn't taste like rubber sludge at all. It tastes totally fine. This burger and fries combination is middle of the road. It's like I'm gonna score this, right? Like this is gonna be a 6 out of 10. Like I would get this again. So I don't know that this warrants 1-star reviews. I think maybe some unrealistic expectations are being had. Just know that when I'm scoring that, I'm not scoring that when it comes to all cheeseburgers in the world. Like if this was next to Five Guys, right? I'm also not reviewing this as if it's all restaurants at Disney World. This is specifically scoring system for quick service restaurants at Magic Kingdom, which there's not a lot of options. And if you want a cheeseburger, I actually think this was better than I thought it was gonna be. And I don't think that it tastes like rubber sludge at all.
I think room temperature is a little generous. They're not hot, like at all, which is strange. I know that this type of fry can get cold relatively quickly, but like Logan said, like we have maybe had this food for 7 minutes total. These shouldn't be basically cold. I was absolutely terrified after hearing about that review, but you made me second guess that. The bun does feel like it's starting to get, it's like on the verge of starting to be hard, you know? This doesn't taste like rubber sludge. I'm actually disappointed now. I wanted to know what that tasted like. It just tastes like a burger, not a great burger. I agree with Logan. Overall, it's like a 6. It's solid. It's gonna fill you up. Is it the best thing I've ever had here at Magic Kingdom? No. Is it the worst? Also, no. There's some char on there. The bacon adds a nice saltiness. The cheese is going, it's there. It's not really anything special. I don't know what's going on with the sauce that's on here. I thought we were just getting a bacon cheeseburger. This is the highest rated restaurant that we're going to today. The next couple have some really scary reviews that I am not looking forward to testing. Let's go find out what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're over here at the Pinocchio Village House, which has a 3.8 on Google, and I'm honestly pretty surprised that it has a worse rating than Cosmic Rays. Adam He really starts us off with something good here. He said,
I suggest you guys not come here. It is horrible. First, the pizza was hard as a rock, and then the Caesar salad had 2 whole bugs in it. I was about to throw up by that time. Then the chicken strips were so crunchy, my teeth was hurting so much, and there was nothing good.
Adam, I think maybe one of the issues here is that you got a Caesar salad at a theme park, but if there were bugs in my food, I also would be ready to throw up. That's disgusting. Dusty G said,
Food is the absolute worst. Pizzas are blah, sauce nasty taste, Sakar salad is small, garlic truffle fries are good, but come back to haunt you. Few toppings, always overcrowded. If you want the worst tasting food, go here.
You know, Dusty, I'm gonna agree with you on one thing here, for sure. The garlic truffle fries are one of my favorites. I love those truffle fries. Again, why are we getting salads in Magic Kingdom? I'm just repeating myself until I turn blue here? Mistake. Don't get a salad at a theme park, guys. Finally, Sarah said,
People are nice here. The food looks so good coming out. It was disgusting and hard and flavorless. IDK why Disney can't do better with food. Wouldn't recommend.
Now, Sarah, I have to thank you because you actually gave us some pictures with your review, and yeah, your pizza, girl, that looks burnt, and it looks dry and very disappointing and not something that you want to wait forever for. All right, guys, so what we're looking for is soggy lettuce in our Caesar salad, bugs potentially being in the salad, and then hard, gross pizza. Let's give it a shot. You know, out of all of the places we are going today, this is actually the place that Logan and I come the most. And we've gotten the flatbread, we've gotten the chicken strips, so we have never gotten the Caesar salad. So I'm really curious to try that. Fingers crossed there's no bugs in it. But I'm really surprised none of the really bad reviews talk about the length of time it takes to get your food here. That is the number one issue Logan and I have with this place. All right, first things first, let's look through the Caesar salad for some bugs. Guys, there's no bugs in this salad, although I really wish you had taken a picture and put that with your review, Adam. That would have been nice. The other issue is the lettuce being soggy. It's soggy. I know why though. The salads are pre-made and they're just sitting in a fridge in there. I watched the girl turn around and get it out of the fridge. That's why it's soggy. They're not tossing it fresh. The Caesar itself, it's meh. Again, like I said, I think the problem is we're getting a Caesar salad in the middle of a theme park. Really, the only saving grace, aside from the no bugs, is the size. I think it's a decent size, but I probably wouldn't order it again. I'm gonna give it a 4. It gets a 4. Let's talk about this pizza. Now, they didn't specify the kind of flatbread to get, so we went with the buffalo chicken flatbread, and in the picture, it was burnt. This is not looking burnt. Looks actually pretty nice. How's that undercarriage look? Logan says it's good, so let's give this a shot. This is actually something that Logan and I frequently get here at Pinocchio Village House. The only thing that I would knock it for is it's slightly dry. I mean, is it the best pizza I've ever had in the world? No. Is it the best pizza I've ever had at Disney World? Also no. But for where we are, the park I am in, it's pretty solid and I like it. I think I'm gonna give it a 6.
I am going to start with the pizza because the Sakar salad is kind of sketchy looking. So let's get a little ranch on this.
What are you doing to that?
Get a little ranch on it. Listen, man. Magic Kingdom is a little bit hurting for quick service food. We're going to give you where we would tell you to go in a little bit here. But as far as the quick service food goes here, this is probably like one of like the top 5 quick service food items here. So I got nothing else. Like in the grand scheme of Magic Kingdom, like in real life, this is like a 4, but like in Magic Kingdom terms, this is like a 7. So I'm gonna give this a 7. It's not the worst food here, not even close. Even the like tray is like soggy. Now I'm a fan of Caesar salads. This is actually my preferred salad of all salads. Either like this or a Cobb. It is just no like crunch at all. The croutons are crunchy. Oh boy. I'm gonna give a crouton, maybe that'll save it. Did you notice that these are stale too? These are stale.
No, I didn't get a crouton. Give me a crouton.
Spin it around and eat one of these.
Give me a crouton. Wait, there we go.
You might need to dock at a point. They've been sogged up. This does, in fact, taste like it was made 2 hours ago. Whoever said that in the review, you are correct. I will say, I don't even want to eat more of this, dude. I want to get a better review on this dressing, though. This is offensive. This just tastes like Kraft Caesar dressing or something like that. Like it comes out of a bottle and it's like real generic. We got soggy lettuce, generic dressing, stale croutons. This is gonna get a 2. This is deplorable. And I totally agree with the reviews on this. There ain't no bugs in it. I agree. I do wish that there was pictures of the bugs. I would 100% take pictures if there was bugs in my lettuce. And that's obviously something that could happen, right? Like lettuce would be something you would have a bug in. But don't come to Magic Kingdom and get a salad. Unless maybe you're like at one of the sit-down restaurants. Don't ever get this in your life. I will never take another bite of this ever.
I'm docking at a point. It gets a 3 from me.
So that means we're 3 foods in. And so far, the worst food at Magic Kingdom is none other than the sog salad at the Pinocchio House. But we have the next restaurant has poison. People have been poisoned there with pictures. So this might not hold on long. But if you give it a 3 and I give it a 2, that means it got a 5. You know what that means, Natalie. If something on this channel gets a 5 or less, what happens?
Leonidas? To the underworld.
Boy, oh boy, is it about to get good. This is the Friar's Nook. And this is the first time we're going to talk about poison. So this is a 3.5 on Google. And the reviews here speak of mold, poison with photographic evidence. Let's start it off with our friend Daniel.
Moldy bites, dangerous negligence. I must start this review by expressing my utter shock and disappointment with the abhorrent experience my companions and I had at Moldy Bites, aka Friar's Nook Restaurant. This is a Disney's restaurant in a first world country.
He was ever so gracious to show us a picture of the bun. It is a small speck of mold, however, that is completely unacceptable, especially for the price and being at Magic Kingdom. The review is a lot longer. It does go on to say that he brought it to their attention and that they played it off and were like rude to him and offered him a refund, and he wasn't just really happy with the customer service. I've never personally had a bad experience with customer service at Disney like that, so I can't attest to that, but we'll test out the customer service here. Our friend Riley Williams had to say,
Cheap, frozen, nasty food, some even moldy. Not worth the incredibly overpriced prices. I got served about half a small plastic cup of Powerade and a pizza the size of my hand. That was a 12-pound adult's meal, not a kid's birthday party.
Another instance of mold being mentioned. He says something about pizza. This review is from 4 months ago. To the best of my knowledge, there wasn't pizza here 4 months ago. We're gonna go order a hot dog with tater tots. We're gonna see how long it takes us to actually get the food. I'm gonna tell you if the people were friendly with me or not. And then we're gonna look for mold and see if the hot dog tastes disgusting. Let's go ahead. Now I will say, this does tend to take a long time. We came, I think it was for a Christmas party or a Halloween party, and we were standing in line for about 20 minutes and it moved one person and we ended up giving up on it. So there are issues with the line, I can confirm that, but I can't confirm anything else. We have the hot dog. Now, there was nobody in line, and I timed it from when I placed my order. There was 3 people waiting for food. 4 minutes, 8 seconds. I think that's pretty respectable. I don't have a problem with that. Let's take a look at the hot dog. And Natalie has an aversion to hot dogs. She's allergic to them, so this might be me. I will say, this is a little unnecessary. I don't see any mold on the bun. It does not feel warm, kind of like Cosmic Rays. So let's give this hot dog a go. So I'm pretty sure that this is the exact same hot dog that they use over at Sleepy Hollow for the corn dog, because it's not the same as Casey's up front. It's a little aggressive. I would prefer it to eat a hot dog like this, more like a Nathan's style hot dog, so you can put more like toppings on it. The bun could be warm, but overall, this is just an overpriced hot dog. Like, I would not ever recommend you get this hot dog, but there's nothing gross about it. There's no mold. To me, the bun is not stale or old. Turn it around. I know you're not gonna eat the hot dog. Does that taste old to you? It just kind of just
tastes like a hot dog bun.
So, we always get the tater tots here. I would recommend getting the tater tots here over the hot dog. Both of the tater tots here, they're loaded. You can get cheddar bacon ranch ones, and then they have one that have like pulled pork and like cheese and pickles on it. Both of them cost less than literally a hot dog, and it's like a whole bowl of tater tots. We're gonna give you our recommendations. There's a better place for you to get a hot dog, and we're gonna go over that pretty shortly. Now, Natalie, you're not gonna review this, so I think we're just gonna take my score and double it. I think that that's pretty fair. So I would never come, if I was coming to Magic Kingdom, I would never purchase this because I would just get it from somewhere else. I'm gonna give it a 4, which gives this an 8, which means the Caesar salad still holding on to first place. I forgot to talk about the staff. Guy up front, Gio, super nice and helpful. Even my food was taking more than 3 minutes, and he apologized to me for taking so long. So staff was the opposite of rude to me. That was just my take. Gio was a pretty nice guy. So I told myself that we weren't going to eat at this one specific restaurant because Natalie is allergic to hot dogs. But after reading the reviews, I don't feel like we can make the Caesar salad the worst food here without at least testing this. And that brings us to Casey's Corner, which is a 3.8 out of 5 on Google. I really don't feel like eating a foot-long hot dog, especially after I just ate like an 8-inch hot dog, all by myself. And the reviews are kind of scary. So let's read some of the reviews and you'll find out why. Let's start with Vanessa. So Vanessa says,
My boyfriend and I are annual pass holders and tend to go to the parks quite a bit since we live in the Orlando area. This time around, we were in MK with another couple as they were experiencing Disney for the first time. We wanted to show them the world famous hot dog and bought a foot-long to share. Worst decision ever. We have been relentlessly throwing up now for 12 hours, and their second day at Disney is basically ruined because this hot dog was bad. The hot dog was the only thing we shared amongst each other, so it only makes sense if we all have the same symptoms, it had to be the hot dog. I recommend staying far, far away from Casey's Corner.
I mean, that is like the most brutal thing to bring somebody to Disney for the first time. It's a Magic Kingdom, and you're an annual pass holder, and you're supposed to know everything, and you give them food poisoning on their first time ever. But there's a worse review in here. Our friend Oliver said,
We finally decided to try this quick service location, and boy oh boy, was that a mistake. The hot dogs were pretty gross, the buns were hard, and the hot dog itself had this nasty harder outside. Fast forward a few hours, I start to feel really bad. After 1 hour of trying to keep the food down, I threw it all up. I looked around online, and it seems like this is a common occurrence that other guests have had. I have never gotten food poisoning at any Disney location. I was very surprised to see that not only did the food taste bad, but it also made my stomach feel really bad.
You're starting to see a theme here with food poisoning from footlong hot dogs, and I can attest that Oliver is correct. You can go on Google and look for yourself. I'm reading you 4 of the food poisoning reviews out of probably like 50 that I saw on Google. So it's obviously an issue here. Our friend Amanda said,
Everything was fine until I got food poisoning. My whole party had a hot dog and fries. I was the only one to have the sauerkraut and spent my last day at Disney in the hotel room. Don't eat the sauerkraut.
Amanda, I will thankfully not be getting the sauerkraut, so I don't think I have to worry about that. But however, based off the other reviews, I don't think that the sauerkraut would did it for you. And then probably the saddest review we read all day comes from Shauna Patterson, and I feel so bad for her. She goes on to say,
I wouldn't even give this place a star, but I have to in order to post. I went to Magic Kingdom yesterday for my birthday, and the only thing I ate was a hot dog from here. Within an hour of eating, I started experiencing the worst stomach pains I have ever felt in my life, followed by 10 hours of vomiting. Do not eat here. Food poisoning. This place ruined my birthday.
So she said within an hour of eating this hot dog, she got sick and it ruined her birthday, which is like the worst thing that could possibly happen. So the show's about to start, but what we are gonna check on at Casey's is we are gonna be looking for a long wait time, rude staff once again, a hot dog where the bun tastes bad, the hot dog doesn't taste good, maybe the casing is hard, and then we're gonna see if within the first 2 hours of me eating this, I throw up in a trash can. That sounds great, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Natalie, you sure you don't want to help me with this? I mean, Disney. I retract my statement about the hot dog. Avada Kedavra! I didn't get any toppings or anything on this. We're just gonna eat it the way it is, and then we're gonna wait an hour and see if I get sick from it. So I'm just gonna put some ketchup on it, because who needs this? Like, when we do our recommendations, we're gonna do that after this while we're waiting to see if I get sick. And when we're doing that, like, you don't need this in your life. Oh my gosh. Well, the bun, let's start checking some of this stuff off. I'm sorry, I'm a little intimidated by it. It's my first time having Casey dough. The bun tastes just like the bun over there. Like it just came out of the plastic. It's not warm or anything like that. I don't think that this is gonna have a snap on it. The person was talking about like the casing being hard, right? It just kind of looks like the same hot dog that was over there, just bigger, doesn't it? Oh, it does have a snap. You heard that? Actually tastes pretty good. I also got like an Edith Louise size movie theater Diet Coke to wash down my foot-long glizzy. I already have like a 6 to 8 inch long hot dog in my stomach too, so we're gonna be walking around with dang near 2 footlongs worth of hot dogs in my stomach. I think that'll make me sick by itself. A hot dog doesn't taste bad. It's just $13, and it's like a little bit step above like a Costco dog. I do think it tastes better than the one at Friar's Nook though. I gave that a 4. I'm gonna give this a 5 then. That gives it a 10. I think that's cool. Now, just so you know that I'm gonna eat this whole thing, we're gonna time lapse it, and we'll get the clock out, and we'll tell you the exact time it is when I'm done, and we'll go an hour. I want you guys to comment below if any of you are actually come to Magic Kingdom and deleted an entire footlong hot dog in 95 degrees, because I need to know why you're doing this to yourself. Why would you do this? It's currently 2:11 p.m., 98 degrees, and the UV index is 9. How do you think I feel? While we let this marinate, we're gonna go and show you the 3 places that we recommend as quick service restaurants that you actually should eat at when you come to Magic Kingdom, so that you don't get food poisoning like I'm about to get, you don't get moldy buns, you don't get bugs inside your salad, and you're not eating rubber sludge cheeseburgers. Let's tell you where you should go when you come to Magic Kingdom. Natalie, take it away.
So while we wait to see if Logan gets food poisoning, we decided to come over so I could get a ham and Gruyere sandwich at Gaston's. This thing is one of my all-time go-tos for quick service here. Honestly, if you're coming to Magic Kingdom, I recommend you come here and get this. This is great. It comes with chips, and if you don't eat the chips, you can just toss them in your bag, and you don't have to worry about them going bad because they're already packaged. Plus, the vibes in here are immaculate. The only qualm is you kind of have to fight for seating because it's so small. It smells incredible. It's my, I dream about the smell in here. It's cinnamon rolls. It's amazing.
Our second recommendation is right here. It is Sleepy Hollow. If you want a hot dog, this is where I highly recommend you come. This is where you can get your corn dogs. They're hand dipped, and I do believe it's the exact same hot dogs that I had over there at the Friar's Nook. It's gonna cost less than you paying for the hot dog over there. You can get it here, hand dipped. They also have house-made chips that come with it. They have waffles. They have chicken tenders here, funnel cakes. Everything here is really good. So highly recommend Sleepy Hollow. Our third spot is one of Natalie's all-time favorites.
The last spot we recommend here in Magic Kingdom is Aloha Isle Refreshments. For $7.49, you can get specifically the coconut pineapple swirl Dole Whip on top of a pineapple upside down cake. It's divine. I absolutely love it.
See, Natalie got the umbrella open. So when I finished eating the hot dog, it was 2:11. It's now 3:21. So it has been an hour and 10 minutes. I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I also don't feel great. I kind of feel like Joey Chestnut. And I think that that's probably because it's 98 degrees out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm lugging this hot dog around in my belly. But we have been thinking about other causes
Yeah.
that can make people sick.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the reviews said that they got sick, and I'm not discrediting anybody that said they got food poisoning. There's way too many people that got sick in the reviews for it to be somebody making something up. I'm not saying that. But it is definitely strange to get food poisoning within 1 to 2 hours. Most often you get food poisoning, the thing you eat, you get food poisoning the next day or later on. And I think it's pretty rare. I Googled it. It's pretty rare to get food poisoning from hot dogs in general because they're pre-cooked. It said you can if they're left out at room temperature, and it would most likely be Salmonella or E. coli, which I've had Salmonella poisoning, and you certainly would not want that in the middle of Magic Kingdom.
No, there seem to have been a lot of bad practices that would have had to take place in order for it to have actually been the hot dog.
So my theory, in some cases, not in all, is that people are here when it's real hot like it is now.
Yeah.
And they're not used to the temperatures here, and they're dehydrated, because you definitely get dehydrated very easily here. They're eating that giant hot dog, and then they're riding rides,
Yes.
and that's altogether making them sick. So we said, well, let's test this theory. So I was like, what ride would you least recommend somebody to ride when they're dehydrated and just ate a foot-long hot dog? And we both came to the same conclusion that the answer was Space Mountain. So I'm gonna go ride Space Mountain and see if it makes me puke after eating that hot dog to test the theory. Natalie does not ride Space Mountain.
No.
So she will be joining me in Space Mountain.
Yes.
But a la the People Mover. So
The only acceptable way to ride Space
I'm
Mountain,
gonna take you guys on the People Mover POV, and she'll take you POV on the.
Wait,
I'm gonna take you on Space Mountain. See, I'm trying to get out of it already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you POV on Space Mountain, and she'll check in from the People Mover, and
we're gonna see who's having a better time.
let's go down.
She liked to ski, a girl from Paris, so down to earth, queen of mountain breeze. She took a trip straight to Chamonix, where she learned to fly with her skis. It's easy to tell that she's a pro. This girl is getting out of control. The boys are not near her peaks and jumps as she wiggle with her hum. Like a flash, she shines, reaching out to the stars. So easy to tell that she's a pro. This girl is getting out of control.
While I was in line, I started like working myself up because I was like burping like
Okay.
every couple minutes.
Intentionally
And
or unintentionally?
No, unintentionally. It was taste like the hot dog.
Yeah.
And it was like an hour and a half after I ate it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, between an hour and 2 hours is like when people
When
start.
people were saying
and
it.
I'm like 5 minutes from getting on Space Mountain. And I'm like, is this hot dog kicking in right when I'm about to get on this ride?
That's really
So then I
funny.
started getting real anxious.
Yeah.
And then it made me like feel sick. So I certainly can't recommend eating a Casey's hot dog and riding Space Mountain.
I mean, I could have told you that.
I am going to adjust the scores, okay? And I'm going to give you a very good reason why, and then I'll give you the score. So I'm going to adjust the score because I actively feel bad. Like, I don't feel good.
Okay.
I don't think I have like food poisoning from the hot dog, but I don't foresee, I think a very large portion of people, if they ate an entire Casey's hot dog on their own in like 5 to 10 minutes, would probably not feel that good for a little while.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why you would do it. If you do this, I need to know in the comments. Tell me that you delete Casey's hot dogs at Magic
On the
Kingdom
regular.
and why you do it.
I will
So-
say, really quick, you did eat that hot dog relatively quickly.
We were doing a hyperlapse here, so it's also real hot.
It is hot.
So I'm gonna change the score from a 5 to a 3,
Okay.
which is gonna give it a 6. Because the Friars Nook, the hot dog, was the same hot dog, I'm pretty sure. And it's the same as the corn dog. And I did like that they cooked it better at Casey's and it had like a snap. But I think most people, if you got the Friars hot dog and it came the way I got it, and it didn't have a moldy bun, and you got the tater tots, you could eat that and you're not gonna feel sick. But I think a lot of people could eat the other one and feel sick, and I would be a lot more likely to get the Friars Nook situation. So I'm gonna give it a 3, which gives it a 6, which means the official worst food in 2026 at Magic Kingdom is none other than the Caesar Sog salad at Pinocchio House.
Guys, why are we getting salads
Hey,
at theme parks,
well,
man?
it's on the menu.
I know.
And we're here to rate them.
And you know what? I
So-
totally respect wanting to get a salad when you're, eating a whole bunch of fried, gross food.
If you
It
can't
makes
eat
you
this
feel
stuff,
gross,
I just
but-
don't, you're gonna have to fast, I guess. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell you.
I
Don't
don't-
get that salad.
don't get the salad.
But I think that that's definitely worse. And if I would have got 6 from the Casey's hot dog, then the score that would have been the worst thing.
Would have been worse.
But the Caesar salad is the worst. It's gonna move on. So we're gonna have to eat it again in the future because we're gonna do this at all the other theme parks, and then we're gonna we're gonna find out what the worst food at all of Disney is.
Yes.
And that's gonna be hard to beat because I always thought Magic Kingdom was like the lower rated food of all the places anyway.
Yeah.
Like I don't see something like, let's say, Epcot being this bad. So if you think there's a worse food, I would like you to drop in the comments below. As we said before, we base this off Google ratings. You can go and read all the reviews right on Google. You just search by the restaurant, search the worst rated reviews. That's what we did. And yeah, I really need to know who's eating Casey's hot dogs like that.
Who's still eating Casey's hot dogs on the regular? Specifically, the foot-long ones.
Yeah, man. We'll be back next week for the festival video. Oh, we're so excited. This is like one of my, hey, if you go back, our very first video ever on this channel was that festival video, and it was me doing an eating challenge. It's kind of a PG-13 type episode. So
Nothing like what we do now. But
yeah, I might even watch a little Sir Yacht at that time. But if you think I'm kind of funny, you should probably go watch that and prep yourself for the festival. But we'll see you next week. Until then, stay caffeinated.
bye, guys.